Hey ho, I got Santilli from Night Shift. And they really make the Santilli big there. The Night Shift is kind of smaller. So this is kind of the flagship IPA of Night Shift. They also do Fluffy, some other IPAs, but this one they've been doing for 10 years. And it is not a hazy IPA. I guess they crowdsourced, or I think they did a bunch of batches of what they wanted to make their flagship IPA 10 years ago, and this recipe was chosen. I mean, I doubt this is the same recipe as 10 years ago. They're a much smaller brewery. And it says brewed by Night Shift, Boston, Massachusetts. Even though their main brewery tap room is in Everett, they have a couple other spots. And they're owned by Jack Sabby, or the Hendler family brewing company that owns Jack Sabby and Wormtown. I know that a lot of their beers have been brewed by Jack Sabby in Framingham, but this only says Boston on it, so I guess it's made in Boston. 6% alcohol, canned 1 day under a month old. It's the August 7th batch. So we'll see. I feel like a long time ago it had a teeny bit of haze to it, maybe a little bit of color to it. And that, it's pretty clear. It's not super clear, but pretty West Coasty. And I think it's old-fashioned hops. They don't tell you the hops or any of the ingredients anymore, nor they don't say any IBUs or anything. But it's more your sort of citrus centennial, or no, centennial, Chinook, Simcoe-y type stuff. There you go. And the head doesn't look too great. But yeah, I'm definitely getting some centennial aromas. Those are those really sappy, earthy, kind of leafy notes. Yeah, I feel like centennial I can really pick out more easily than Columbus or Cascade even. I guess Cascade's pretty similar to centennial. But what's cool about Centennial is it has a little bit of like a raspberry note, almost like I think blue raspberry, which most people don't say that. They just say like citrus pine. But it smells pretty good. And now I'm just really noticing kind of berry notes, which you usually don't think. Maybe there's like Simcoe too. Simcoe can have a little bit of a berry note also. And it smells very fresh. Not bad. The mouth feels like fine. It's a little bit bubbly. It's not coarse, but it's not very soft. But for a 6% IPA, it packs a lot of hoppy punch. And yes, it tastes like it was canned yesterday. And I find myself finally wanting, kind of almost craving West Coast IPAs. Getting a little tired of the hazy stuff. In part because it's just chasing the dragon for the hazy beers. It seems like they're just the hardest to produce really, really consistently. Even Fiddlehead, I feel like I had a batch recently where their IPA was not perfect like it usually is. Oh, this is nice. There's a little bit of a Sprite lemon lime thing that comes in the flavor. And the flavor has a spritzy, zesty citrus bitterness that pulls it away from that kind of berry note I was talking about earlier. But this is pretty nice. And it was not too expensive either. I got this at Trader Joe's. And what's cool is it's the few Trader Joe's that do sell alcohol around here. You can buy single bottles or cans, and there's no markup on them. So it's like, I guess I'll return to this. It's been years and years and years, and this is good. I might be buying more of this actually. It's quite bitter though. I've been having more West Coast IPAs lately, and this one is more piney and bitter. It's building up too. This is like what I remember from like 15 years ago, except that I think it's less malty. So there's not much malt character. maybe a teeny bit of toastiness, but it's getting really overwhelmed by the hops. There's no like crystal malt or anything in here that's giving you like that hint of toasty, caramely, almost toffee-like note. And you can see it's quite pale. Excuse me. Yeah, this is definitely more bitter than AleSmith IPA, which is one of the classic West Coast IPAs out there. I like that one more. But this is one if you want a big wallop of old-fashioned pine citrus. There's a little bit of more complexity to it, especially in the nose. Maybe some rose type stuff too. Yeah, that's good. This is one, because I was thinking that it was kind of hard to find a good West Coast IPA in New England these days, but this is one brewed here, regularly available. This is a month old, in great shape. It wasn't even refrigerated when I bought it. It's quite good, but it's very bitter. It's like, I haven't had an IPA this bitter in a long time. Yeah, some of the classic big West Coast IPA producers like Lagunitas, I don't think their IPAs are very good anymore, except for Born Yesterday. Sierra Nevada, like they kind of have a weird, like they do the torpedoes, but the torpedoes are really malty. It's like they make a lot of these West Coast IPAs that are really strong and malty and really bitter. I don't want something that's that pumped full of crystal malt and dark. And then Sierra Nevada does, I guess they do these experimental torpedo ones too that are pretty good, but those are harder to find fresh. Finding something, an IPA under a month old, it should be in perfect shape. This one is. Yeah, really interesting smell. It's just like raw. And I guess it's dank, but it's not super dank. It's pretty dank, but very lemony, but like bitter lemon. Super clean though. Well made. I'll probably give this one maybe like a 4.15. It's really like the feel and finish, which aren't that great. They could kind of balance it out a little bit in some way to soften the feel. Because there's a little bit of sweetness here, but not that much. Otherwise, good beer. Really big flavor, really big aroma. That's it. 4.2. Yeah. Or 4.21. Whatever. Bye.